you cannot handle real world reality talk 80+ language, simply skip the video.
Vlog number 139, I think. And if you're here for the first time, I make people think. Perhaps give here and there a little bit tips to think and be a little bit more grateful for the things you have in life. And yes, maybe you are already a multi-millionaire, but I do believe that the main thing is in life to feel fulfilled. No matter how rich you are or how poor you are, that your mind is resilient. And I lived a very colorful life, and I learned a lot of lessons from it. Tried to share it. At the moment I'm located in Sofia, Bulgaria. I'm doing everything from the phone. My name is Dahlan, Dotcombaron. Dahlan is the name that I got from my biological mother. Baron is the name that I gratefully received from my step-parents in Holland. Very grateful for it. And anyway, a thought to think before you swipe away. No matter what you do, no matter how you feel, just do it the best way you can. And what do I mean with this? Well, so for example, today I also went to the supermarket and other places, and when I visit places of businesses that I never visited before, you know, when I come on a regular basis somewhere, people recognize me and then they smile. They do. And not bragging over here, I'm always try to give people a good feeling. So you know what? Today I went to a new supermarket just to buy alcohol-free beer. I got also a point about this, but just a sec. So what I always think, you know, no matter how grumpy you are, and the job isn't getting easier, you probably also don't get a promotion. So I always think, try to be grateful for the fact that you have a job, you know, that you get some sort of income. Then also, in order to make the time go faster, you know, try to talk with the people. Hey, in the supermarkets there's more than enough space to say quickly hello, how are you doing, and blah blah blah. Just a quick talk, you know, especially now. And now at the moment I'm in Sveta Trojica, Sofia, Bulgaria. I live over there in an Airbnb already for more than a year, and all the people pretty much in the supermarket, you know, we always make a quick chit chat or a quick laugh, you know, just simple stuff. Because yeah, my Bulgarian is not, you know, that you can say that I have whole conversations that I can or whole preaches that I can give in Bulgarian, but I just, you know, I still make people smile. And the thing is, you know, when you have a shitty job, or you feel, that's not only about your job, or you feel tired, you know, and then you go to spread the word, you know, how tired you feel. Who gives a shit? And I say this multiple times, pretty much I think in every vlog, nobody gives a shit. You know, and especially when you feel tired or negative or depressed, no matter what you do it like you enjoy it. And I'm gonna give you a little bit of mindset trick. See, I'm obsessed with struggle, you know, make things hard, you know, I train every day, blah blah blah. I also uploaded, at this point I did a second train with me video. But let's finish this little talk. You know, no matter how tired you are, just walk up straight, you know, fool your mind in the first place, maybe with your body, you know, walk up straight. One guy a couple of days ago, he smiled. I had a talk with him the day before. He had some breakup things, but then a few days later I saw him walking, and he always smiles. But you know, when I saw him walking, you could see his whole body posture is far from smiling. And the thing is, and it's nice that he actually put in the work when somebody's around, but it doesn't change his own mindset, right? It doesn't change his mood. You know, when you're alone, then you prove to the universe, in my opinion, what you're worth. You know, you can pretend as much as you want, but you're not gonna fool yourself. That person in the mirror that you, when you brush your hair, brush your teeth, or comb your hair, brush your teeth, you know, that person, you never can fool that person. You can attempt to fool your colleagues, your clients, you know, when you run around the whole day in a suit, smile, how are you doing, you know, the hand, the whole, everything is not authentic, you know, but in the end, you go to bed, you and your pillow, and no matter what, no matter if you got a spouse next to you or not, you and your thoughts are together. And I do believe in being as real as possible. And the amount of people that really appreciate realness is very small. But there are still millions of people who like real. And, you know, I like that. I like, at my, now I'm almost 47, 46, I'm in peace with a lot of things from the past. I found peace in misery. I still find peace when I make myself suffer on a daily basis. And I find a lot of peace and fulfillment when I talk with a lot of people offline. A lot of people ask me a lot of questions about all kind of facets of life. And people know that I never dance around the bush or operate in the bullshit business. You know, that I hang up things. Oh, you feel a little bit sad, you can cry on my shoulder. No, you can talk about your problem. That is all great, all fine, but then come up with the solutions. What did you try? And then you ask for advice. Put in the work first. Put in the work, you know, not only think about the problem. And if you got a problem that is unsolvable today, it doesn't mean that you should actually wave it away. I have problems going on that is way above the normality. Only my trusted circle and the people who, you know, set up the whole scheme for me, they know about it, but it will go public. And it's actually a governmental thing also in another country. And I'm already gonna let it simmer a little bit now when I drop this kind of talk. But you know, those problems, they cannot be solved instantly. That's a huge chess game actually. I'm actually you know, gonna open the gates of the box of Pandora towards those people who are involved. They fabricated a whole lie. But this is the thing about lying. When you lie, there will be mistakes that are simply you have to be an incredible liar if you want to put, in this case, some people really want to put me in jail for something that is impossible that I ever did it. And you know, the real person who actually did it, I know. And the thing is, everybody knows. But yeah, but that's one of those bigger problems. I would label them as challenges, but just to give you an example. And you know, when you would have a little bit of, see, now I'm gonna open, by the way, a alcohol-free beer. And you know what, because I like to actually put the camera on a stative, on a tripod, which I'm gonna take. And if you watch my vlogs for the first time, everything is uncut, unedited, and as real as possible. I'm not cutting out things to make myself look like an angel. You know, I'm also, before I started this vlog, I am not writing a whole script. Then I can say this, then I can say that, and in the end everybody can see through it. You know, that I'm reading up from a teleprompter kind of thing. Just a sec. And like now, you can see this rough and raw, like the Blair Witch Project. Only this is without the creepy fingers on the tents. So now I'm gonna drink an alcohol-free beer. Let me tell you something about this. It's a Gorka 0%. Yeah, some people, they make fun of me and they say, yeah, Dahlan, now you're drinking horse piss. Well, good. I'm gonna tell you, I drank for years beer. Okay, I had my periods that I didn't, especially when I'm in a longer relationship. Then I don't drink, not anymore. But before we did, and you should watch my previous vlogs about this. But the thing is, after a good amount of months, I was drinking everyday beer. Between 4 and 7, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my day. My day starts at 5:15. And then I do my daily planning and a little bit pre-work. And then between 11 and 2, then I usually do my training, calisthenics and running. Then I start working again. I don't want to call it work. I do everything from the phone. I'm not, and everything that is when you don't have to run in the coal mines hundreds of meters below the surface, then I don't label it as work. Of course, you can work in a factory, that's also work. As long as, and there are a lot of people that will sit behind the computer. I do everything from the phone, so I can walk around. I can sit in the buses and trams. I can sit over here the next half a year. Okay, I need a little bit of a roof above my head, but you understand what I mean. Everything from the phone. So and I'm using AI for a lot of stuff. Anyway, where was I? About the alcohol-free beer, 0%. So since the 31st of August, I stopped drinking beer with alcohol. And just to let you know, the first day, it was a little bit a hard time. I'm gonna be honest about it. In the past, I used boatloads of alcohol and drugs. Very honest about that. And like I said, my vlogs are not about telling you that I was my 46 years of my life that I was a total angel riding pink ponies. No, far from that. The thing is, now it's the 9th of September. That means already 10 days without alcohol, and now I actually enjoy it. And when it's about horse piss, some people say, yeah, Dahlan, now you're drinking horse piss. Yeah, that's all fun. But think about this. This guy, and if you never heard about this company, they put water in a can and they gave it a metal rock image. Just Google it if you never heard about it. Just check it out. And that reminds me of the taste. You know, this is a little bit more than heavier than water. Still, I'm not drinking water from a can. That's how I see it, and that's how I justify a little bit the alcohol-free beer, because somehow, somewhat, I do enjoy it at the moment. And on top of that, they're on fucking promotion. They're actually never on promotion. I always check the prices from everything. Don't worry about that. Oh, don't worry. Really. See, I'm obsessed with what I'm doing. So, when it's about, don't act sometimes how you feel. Especially, no, also not when you're extremely happy. You know, when you're extremely happy, you won the lottery, 2-3 million. You have to keep yourself somewhat in balance. But I talk a little bit more. For example, when I think about when I don't feel like running, today, it's horrible. It was a horrible run. You know, I got days that I think, oh, mamma mia, this is, I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, that's really how I think, and it's every step, left, right, come on, can I make it to the next kilometer? Can I make it? Can I make it? Just do it. And this is the thing, and when you run without headphones, before I did run with headphones, but now without, because I want to focus how I walk. So, you know, run, I visualize my whole body, you know, the skeleton goes ka-tung, ka-tung, ka-tung. And there's also something about the skeleton density, the bone density gets stronger and stronger, especially when you run for, you know, multiple years, which I do. And the thing is, I'm telling this multiple people, And this is not about that I'm telling you to bash people their faces in, but let's assume that your bone structure got, yeah, but also when you, for example, let's say you're a boxer or whatever, any kind of, but let's say a normal bar fight. Who thinks has the better skeleton? The guy who sits the whole day eating Cheetos behind the television, or the guy who does every day a small run? You know, I'm not talking about every day a marathon, because that works probably also the other way around. You know, I do every day around 10. You know, I'm very honest. Sometimes I do a little more, sometimes I do a little less, and then I increase the calisthenics. But by the way, just about the bone density, you know, the guy with the stronger skeleton bashes the face in from the other guy with his weak skeleton. You know, there are a lot of people with weak skeletons, huh? A lot of young guys who don't train at all, who talk about violence, by the way. I know those young guys. See, I talk with a lot of people, and if you think that I'm talking about you, you can also think that he talks with so many people. Maybe there's other guys that he talks about. And yes, it's true. The thing is, some people should not even talk about, you know, that they want to fight with people. You know, I fought a lot in my life, and it's not to brag or whatever. It's never good. There's never a good outcome. There is never a good outcome about this. But let's focus on the bone density thing, and the guy with the stronger skeleton, and how I like to put it then in your head to visualize it better. Had the Wolverine guy with his I don't know, adamantium skeleton. You know, of course he's healing skill on top of skin tissues. That does also a great job, but you know, the heavy skeleton and the bones. I once had also an interesting one-on-one fight. It was in Holland, and I kicked the guy on top of his leg, only on his leg. And the thing is, he dropped on the floor. I said, get up, because he wanted to fight with me. I didn't want to fight with him, by the way. And the thing is, I just got him up. It was 4 o'clock in front of the train station. Maybe you're watching this. But anyway, oh yeah, he was a colleague of a guy that I know. They were working in a bicycle thing, and I kicked the guy constantly on top of the thing. And his, you know, this was the typical slouching guy, you know, drunk, and he wants to fight. I was at that time walking with one of my exes, and he was putting his face between us, and then I asked him politely to go away, and then yeah, we turned into a fight. But you know, I never kick people on the floor unless they want to start shooting or something. I had once also a guy, he wanted to shoot me in the face, and it was a different story. But about bone density, if you have to, you know, you never know. There are people who are drunk, there are people who are high, there are people from other countries who have whole different kind of behaviors. They don't have the best intention. Sometimes violence is the way to keep yourself clean and safe, especially when you're with your woman. You know, a lot of guys, and I'm also hammering on it a lot in my vlogs, most guys are weaker than their women that they walk with. Yes, think about it, people. Some men, they look more than a woman that they walk around with. It's also something. Anyway, I'm just saying, just try to and be on top of your game. You know, God gave you, talk about God, not that I'm religious, I'm not a hypocrite, but I do believe that there are powers that we never will understand. But I do believe in doing good. Let's say I do believe that the universe somehow is based upon exists out of energy, and good energy attracts good environments. Negative energy attracts all kind of negative situations. And to get back to the point, if you don't feel like it, then pretend for a little while that you do feel like it. And then I started with the running also a couple of paragraphs back. You know, when it's about running, and I think like this, every step is hurting, then I just put my chest to the front, run a little bit more straight up, and just come on, easy work. That's what I'm telling myself. Sorry. You know, that's what I'm telling myself. It's easy work, and then just you keep on. And that's why I think it's also important to run without headphones. You can, you know, be in the moment. What I am also really focusing on is to be in the moment. And what I also say in my previous vlogs a lot, when I meet people, I want to be in the moment. And people, when you have the chance to meet with each other, you know, you engage, you communicate, maybe a little bit emotion, go back and forth, a little bit of information, and you leave a little bit of stamp. And every meeting can be the last one. And that's how I really approach life at this point. You know, that people always think, oh, yeah, he had a point. A lot of people who are just bumping into me, I talk with a lot of people, and like I said, by the way, in the description below you can find how to contact me. People who, and that is also something, if you're in a very bad situation, I lost 3 times everything. If you're in a bad situation and you lost everything, maybe you hang around on the street, been there, done that, you know, just hit me up. I will help you out by giving you guidelines how to get on the horse as fast as possible, you know. And then other people, then let's say the normal people, they would say, yeah, but Dahlan, we have family and we got so many friends. Well, that is all great. Then I'm not talking to you, but talking to the people who actually do not have all that kind of backup. You know, I didn't. Multiple times. But so if you're one of those people, just hit me up. Been there, done that, and I can give you a lot of guidelines, perhaps a little bit pep talk. Never sugarcoat anything. That's also probably something that you need. You know, the last time that I lost everything, people who really knew me, they didn't even know that I was homeless. So, and this is again about that I'm never taking my problems to people. You know, I'm never gonna say, oh, I feel so bad. Now I broke up with my girlfriend and now I feel so tired. I know guys who run businesses, they're self-employed, that's not a business, self-employed, and with all respect, and this is also what my vlogs are about. Freedom, next level freedom. Think about it, I'm gonna repeat it, next level freedom, do everything from the phone. Yes, we know about those digital nomads, they can travel all around the planet but still work for people. So, but how do you make money down? I work with people, that's the difference. Anyway, we're not getting too deep into this, but I do believe doing everything from the phone is next level. Because laptops, you know, you walk around every time when I'm sitting somewhere, I just grab my phone. Am I obsessed with what I'm doing? Yes. Can everybody do this? Somehow, somewhat. Number one requirement, a little bit of love of also genuine being interested in other people. That is actually very important in my opinion. No matter, like I said in the beginning of this vlog, no matter how rich you are at the moment, the more realer you go through life, the more fulfilled you will feel. And you will probably make millions. You sit on your fucking yacht. You fill up the gas tank for 25 grand of your private plane every single day. Good. But a lot of people are missing something. Authenticity. And I'm not saying that everybody's bad, I'm not saying that it is bad, but I want you, the watcher who watches me now for the first time, or for the second time, or for the third or the fourth time, that you feel every day the best version of yourself, striving to do better for the people around you, and engage with the world, and then start seeing the world just like I do. I see the world as one big Disney World, no matter the adversities or whatever. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff, people, and it's above the normality. But do you know, I'm not mentioning those things to make other people feel bad. Now I'm mentioning it that a lot of normal people problems can be solved very easily by focusing on the solutions. You talk once about the problem, and not only this, get a little bit or spread a little bit joy, you know, to the people around you. Nobody ever went to jail to give too many compliments, to make another person smile, to keep the door open for the woman with that baby, you know. There was also once a situation that I was standing over here. Over here was some guy from South America. If you're watching this, you know that. And he didn't open the door for the woman that walked with the baby. I was, I think, over here, and you know, that was very interesting. Everything what is easy to do is also easy not to do. But when you do it, it has a huge positive thing, especially when you repeat the positive thing. You know, single actions is the same with training. You do once per year a pull-up, better not do anything. Every day one pull-up is a whole different game. Every day giving a compliment, you going somewhere. Every day groom yourself. Every day clean your room. You understand where this goes, right? Once per year cleaning your room is also not, you can better leave it. Or anyway, you understand what I'm trying to say over here, right? So, I keep this vlog very short. What is the takeaway? When you feel negative, don't try to spread it around. Because first of all, nobody gives a shit. Second of all, nobody gives a shit. And third of all, nobody will feel better by actually listening to your shit. Think about it like this. At the end of the day, most people don't know what they actually did in the morning. Specific kind of details that are a little bit, you know, not going to, okay, I was in the traffic jam, blah blah blah. But if you really are specific, they forget about a lot of stuff, and that is about their own life. Can you imagine that it's about other people, their lives? I understand also this. A lot of people who are really in this negative spiral, they also find other people. You know, negativity attracts negativity, positivity creates more positivity because you will attract positivity. There is one there are multiple very nice examples. In my vlogs, many times you can see that people just shout something very positive. Am I going to find now those exact moments and pop them up over here and over here? No, that's not what I'm gonna do. But it's true. You know, and I put on the thing and I speak in the park or whatever where I am. And that is also, and then people shout something nice. And that's not the only thing. The people that I'm really sitting with, yeah, we talk a little bit about the challenges that we do have now. We mentioned a couple of, you know, possible solutions. That's very positive. You know, we're not gonna hammer, oh yeah, nah, yeah, you know, that is very bad. Yeah, me too was also very bad. Oh, sorry. That's also totally not polite though, the burping thing. But yeah, today is a little bit Willy Vanilli vlog. Try to make you feel better. Maybe I am your digital uncle who gives you a little bit of red pepper in your ass. You know, that you see the things a little bit more positive. And there are a lot of people that think that they're in a bad situation, but they're not. Like I always say, you got a pillow, you know, where you sleep tonight, you got a roof above your head. Perhaps within the next few hours you can eat something, maybe even on a table. Watch television, you know, while you eat. Luxury. Maybe with a couple of family members. Maybe you even got a dog or a cat. You know, think about, a lot of people have so much, and if you none of this, and that there's no cats and dogs and family members, maybe you even have the characteristics and the things in your face that you look like your parents. You know, when you go to bed alone and you say, hey, wow, this is from my father and my mother. You know, you got way much more than you think. And use that as fuel, you know. Use it as fuel to be the next day very positive. Very nice job. In the supermarket. Greet everybody. How are you doing? Not lick ass. Just find the balance in to be authentic, not disrupting, minding your own business, but still engaging with the world. Well, that makes it very complicated, right? But that's why you have to start doing it. Just do it. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 5,000 times, 10,000 times, until it becomes part of your character, and then it becomes very natural. I talk every day with so many people also, you know, and I'm obsessed, and I can never wait to wake up again, you know. Last night I went to bed, I think, finished with everything, I think around 12:30. That's when I went to bed. Did I sleep straight away? No, because I sleep with one eye open, and I think no. And then I woke up I think around 4:30. So today I didn't have a lot of sleep also. Normally I sleep at least 5 hours, you know. And a lot of people who know about this, when I talk with them, yeah, but I cannot do this. No, but think about this. Think about when you're a little child and then the next day Christmas was coming or your fucking birthday. You know, you couldn't sleep, right? Well, I have those feelings. I cannot sleep because the next day is going to be so exciting again. I don't want to sleep, but I know I have to sleep. And when it's about sleeping, you know, I used boatloads of drugs and alcohol in the past. Again, very honest about it. The thing is, we skip nights, a lot of nights sometimes, but that bites you so in the ass, even also without any kind of substance abuse. I was so obsessed in the beginning with, you know, with software stuff, especially also in the beginning when AI became public available. I was so obsessed with it, skip nights, and then it bites you in the ass. It bites you in the ass, so you need to sleep at least a little bit. But what I actually want to say with this, when you do feel that you need at least 8 hours, so you would sleep 3 hours longer, and that means 21 hours longer per week. Nah, see, think about this, and we all got one-way tickets. Life is one-way ticket. Okay, there are religions, they think you're gonna be you reincarnate and I don't know how to pronounce the word, reincarnate. They believe in reincarnation, that you come back. I don't know a lot of things about it. Maybe you can leave something in the comments, I don't know. But of course I can Google it. But maybe let's get the comments starting. But I don't believe in that. And the thing is, let's say it like this: if we would come back, well, I think you have to start all over from scratch. You know, nobody gets born. Let's assume that you come back as a human. Well, you get born as a baby, then probably, if it even would exist, and then you got still the mind and all the experience that you have now. Let's assume that you're around 30 and that you have this in your mind, and you get born as a 30-year-old in your mind. I don't know. It would be interesting, right? Because yeah, that would be very interesting. So, because it's only a one-way ticket, try to grab everything from life. And if you're watching this, this is the takeaway. I want you, the watcher, that you're not feeling at 65, that you're sitting in your, maybe you sit behind the window with a woman, or let's say you're a woman with your husband, and that you're not happy, and you regret all those things that you should have done, should have said. I don't want that for you. I don't. When I would die now, I get a heart attack over here, it's done deal. I don't regret anything. I made so many boatloads of mistakes, you know, totally all overboard with a lot of stuff. But that's what I'm now pulling all the lessons from and try to speak to you, maybe some of your friends around you. Because no matter how much money you will earn, no matter how poor you are, a resilient mind and the way you communicate with people predicts, in general, a very good outcome, no matter how bad or good the situation is. Been there, done that, so I can say this from experience. I had nights, you know, then I just went out with people and I didn't have a home, didn't have even a sleeping place, and then I just walked into the night finding a spot that I already carved out. But you always, you know, when you're homeless, you know, you have to think about wind, you have to think about rain, you have to think about a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't even consider to think about. But I think about all kind of things. Even now I think about a lot of stuff that most people don't think about. But also business wise, I made so many mistakes, managing wise. I talk with so many people, I see angles that most people don't see. You know, people who are, let's say, now 30 and always lived a normal life, 9 to 5, bam, bam, bam. You don't engage enough with the world to, let's say, to have the amount, to gather all this amount of knowledge that I have about real life. And it's not about bragging. There are people who went, and let's talk about, and Nelson Mandela, you know, who went 27 years right into prison. So I don't have that experience. But you know what, every bad experience, and I had a lot, and like I said also in one of the parts of this vlog, you know, I'm in very big stories that are going on. And you know, next to that, I'm also sometimes dealing with stalkers. I'm dealing with, and it's not about that everything is bad. I see you know, I'm never judgmental. What I also said in other videos, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, just follow me on Instagram. I need followers over there. Anyway, I also said it over there. Don't stare. If you see me in real life, don't stare at me from a creepy distance. Don't open. So for example, there was also one situation. The guy was it was a guy. I was in the mall trying new pants, and he opens the curtain. There's a supermarket. People came to me and they want to yeah, do hanky-panky. Now I'm sitting close to this park, West Park. It was some kind of creepy guy, you know. And then about this creepy guy video, still people like the video somehow, and that is so weird. I'm trying to figure out the algorithm thing. What do people like? Oh, the video doesn't show the creepy guy. Totally not a setup. It really happened because I was vlogging like this, and then he was over there with sunglasses, a big body warmer, in the middle of summer, and there's something not correct. I think if you got nothing to hide, you don't you don't have to dress up or some kind of mask thing, you know. That's another thing. If you think that you do bad, if you really think from yourself that you do bad things that you shouldn't do, well, then you know. And if you go against how you feel inside about it, well, then you live a life that is I don't believe that it's filled up with a lot of prosperity feelings or feelings of fulfillment, that you're constantly grateful. No. And you know, I said this also in previous vlog, people who constantly lying, denying, especially blaming on things on other people, and not only that, try to drag out and steal, they're constantly paranoid. They're always restless in a very awkward way. And I'm sitting with so many people. I sat also down with extremely how do you say this, when you have to lie that you cannot do anything about it. This person was lying probably every hour at least 2-3 times. And but that's also another thing, when people do it with so much conviction that the body language doesn't show anything. Some people, and then I start having some sort of admiration, right? For me, I never judgmental. I know, you know, I'm not sitting constantly with those people because that's also not good, but I'm never judgmental. I'm always thinking, wow, and this person is going for it. And what I also always say, liars are liars, cheaters are cheaters, and they're all categories. And everybody maybe once has a phase, they jump in some sort of category, but there are people who simply go in all the way. And that's something that I'm interested in. See, like I also said in previous videos, I'm sitting with very extreme people from all kind of layers of society. No matter what they do, I'm never judgmental, and I'm not gonna drop. No, yeah, no, I never drop names, but you know, when people do it all the way, non-negotiable, authentic and real, then it also is something admirable and very interesting, because real is real. And no matter what kind of quote-unquote industry, quote-unquote hobby you choose, maybe you're a very heavy neo-Nazi, but if you're neo-Nazi, then go all the way. You know, there are a lot of fake ones, and the fake ones in general will have to walk in big groups, because, you know, one neo-Nazi, you know, what is he gonna do? Most people don't have the balls to beat up foreigners alone. Just saying. I know from here also, you know, then they see the young guys, but I always in my mind, when the young guys, how much time did they spend inside, cut away their parents, cut away their homes, put them on the plane, put them in a whole different environment. Let's see how tough they are, alone. Also, even with a group of 2 or 3, it's also very fun to see, right? Strip them away from their clothes, just normal clothes, no, not the neo-Nazi ones, and then maybe put them in a cell for a couple of days, and then see what's left of the hate. And negativity always needs groups. Positivity, on the other hand, will attract positivity, but you don't need constantly positive people around you when you feel positive, that you want to engage with the world. I spend a lot of time just between also the meeting now, so I'm just sitting alone. I don't need other people to make me feel positive. I'm just feeling very grateful for every single second, every single sip that I'm taking from this. I'm still alive, still got my teeth in my mouth, my fingers are working. I did a fantastic run, it was fucking horrible, but I did it. Did a little bit of calisthenics, had a good laugh with some people. Now I'm drinking alcohol-free beer. I'm sober as a Tweety bird. And next to that, being extremely sober, I said this thing, I think yesterday in a vlog that I recorded, a video that I recorded yesterday. I'm like Obelix, you know, Asterix and Obelix, those 2 guys that beat up the Romans. You know, I'm not getting into politics over here, right? Thing is, that couple, they drink some kind of potion, but this Obelix guy, this is the big guy, he fell in the big jar of that potion when he was young, and he doesn't need it anymore. See, it's the same with me. I use boatloads of alcohol and drugs. I don't need it anymore. I'm constantly high on life, drunk of positivity, of life, engaging with people. That makes me drunk. It makes me hyped up also, because that's why I cannot sleep. I don't sleep a lot, but when I'm awake, I try to, you know, to engage with the world. I want to talk actually with. See, I'm still, you know, at this point in my life, I keep myself really under control. I used to talk also way much more with people, a little bit annoying, huh? I'm very honest about it. Like I said, now I'm at the point that I found the real balance, you know, of the way I present myself, my energy, my energy level is, I could say, way above the normality. If you would see me in real life, you probably think, yeah, this I understand why people staring at him. And I'm gonna make a video about it. It is not to brag, but some days I simply don't put. I'm wearing lenses. Some days I simply don't put in my lenses because then I don't see all those. And because also this video about this creepy gay guy, a lot of people recognize me from that video over here in Sofia, Bulgaria. Multiple times per day people say, yeah, I saw your video. I already thought to recognize you. Anyway, that is all good. It's all good. Hey, everything has its price. Everything costs energy. Everything costs energy. And no matter what, I do believe in this. I said it yesterday also. Hey, your whole body feel positive. And when it's about feeling positive authentically, you know, that you don't fake it, that you run around in a suit and smile and shake hands. Ha ha ha, how are you doing? Oh, you look so great. And then you mean anything because you repeat everything the same. By the way, when it's about, you know, how are you doing? I always say, what are you doing? And I'm interested, what are you doing? That's how you make conversation. Who gives a shit, how are you doing? No, today I feel a little bit sick. Who cares? You know, and it's true. It's true. And in the end, who also cares, you know, what you're actually doing? But I do believe that's how you create a little bit more of bond, show genuine interest in what other people do. And again, when it's about feeling negative, oh really, you feel negative? What I always think about is, first of all, when you speak about your negativity, you just speak about the way you feel. And I also think that everything what you speak, you only make it stronger. So when you feel negative and you speak about it, you only make it stronger and worse for yourself. And not only this, you drag somebody else in it. And that's also what I think. And next to that, why would you use another person to use as your mental garbage disposal? And it is not even disposal, because you're not getting rid of it, you only make it worse. Because you speak, you ripple effect it in the world. Because this person is going to walk away and he will try to forget, or if not 1 second or later, and he'll forget about it. But what people don't forget is something nice. Oh, you know, did you do that really this morning? Wow, that sounds fucking awesome. I would like to know something about it. Interest. Show some genuine interest without actually expecting anything. And if you think, oh yeah, let's see, you know, what can I get money-wise from him or her? Yeah, that is again a sneaky bastard thing. Wait a minute, how long do I speak now? I want to do a quick talk. 47 minutes. Anyway, I want to keep it short. My vlogs. I'm trying to share my experiences, the way how I see life, and then maybe a few people who pick up here and there some of the tips, implement some of the strategy. I didn't drop strategies for you could say a long time, you know, that you implemented when you're 65, that you're not living the rest of your life then with regret. I wish I was there more. I wish I would had said this. I wish I, because you cannot turn back. Oh, well, you cannot turn back the time. Oh, the camera was the other way. You cannot turn back the time. So, you know, that's the thing. And next to that, when I share the strategy, you know, the implementation can be so fucking simple to start. You know, a lot of people straight away think, yeah, no, I need to make millions, and otherwise I'm not going to do anything, because my job that brings me $5,000 every month is more than enough. I'm happy. Of course you're happy. But life is not about happiness. I think it's about feeling fulfilled. And put a couple of disciplines in your life. I think that's better than happiness. Happiness is just a short burst of emotions. Because I don't believe that somebody feels pure happiness for, let's say, you're 18 hours. No, you're not 18. Let's say you're 12 hours very awake and aware of everything. And let's assume that you're happy. So you feel every single second happy. Do you feel also consciously for that amount of time fulfillment? Well, if you implement again, you know, spread some positivity, yeah, you can feel constantly fulfilled. I do feel. And grateful. Grateful is another one. I think grateful is also a part of the deal. And next to that, when you become a little bit more aware of everything and get closer to that point of reality, there's another thing. You have to start cleaning up your circle, grab and grow a pair between your legs, and then cut out here and there some of the rotten apples from your fruit basket. Just saying. I'm gonna close this vlog. I just empty my... No, I didn't empty. I can keep on going, but let's don't. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm over here at the calisthenics, but I'm not gonna train. Ciao for now.